Hey guys, this is Anton64.
And this is THD, back again.
Thank you, you egotistical bastard, and welcome to the HellfireComms playthrough of Mega Man 4. Didn't really want to run two games from the same series so close to each other, well, at least not from Mega Man. I'm kind of spreading those throughout the year, but what can I say, I've got the Mega Man's fever, and also we have quotas to fill, so here's Mega Man 4, the one game where Capcom finally decided to explain Mega Man's origins. You know, 4 games in, I guess that's the time they wanted to do it.
Well, usually you have the manual for that kind of thing. You don't have that, anymore these days, because everything has to be explained within the game itself. Otherwise, what do? I was blocking.
Oh man, these production values are just through the fucking roof.
For the NES, this looks pretty great, and it still looks pretty good, and you can see why, Mega Man 9 and 10 took so much inspiration from these later Mega Man games. Also because it was safer for Capcom to make, but that's neither here nor there, is it?
I love his bishy blue hair, which is, actually black on the sprite in the ending.
I prefer his normal name to actually be Rock, like Rockman. Like, over here in the US and, Mega Man Powered Up, his normal form is just called Mega, and I'm like...
What?
Why would you name your kid after a Mega Man cover band? That's my question.
My other kid is Super, don't you know? These tunes, man, Mega Man 4 has a good soundtrack.
I haven't really played this game that much.
Good.
Like I said, most of my classic Mega Man experience is the Game Boy games, Mega Man 6. But, I watched Johnny's review about this, and thus I'm an expert now.
Well, that's one of the reasons I kind of wanted to do this game, Johnny's reviews, which I'll probably be paraphrasing from. Very well done. And, I'll just be ripping them off verbatim, I guess. Let's see, what have my notes got here? I don't know why Cossack is Russian. Everything takes place in Russia, apparently. Apparently, it was probably possible because the year the game came out was the same year as the fall of the Soviet Union and the Berlin Wall, so, I don't know, maybe they thought it was a good idea. But I do know they had over 70,000 fan submissions for Mega Man 4, and the 8 winners of the character contest got a golden copy of Rockman 4.
Really? That's actually kind of neat. I would actually kind of want to have one of those, and then, never touch it again, but still, just having it would be nice.
Okay, who is responsible for Toadman? I want to meet this person.
I want to see that meeting. Alright, we need to have 8 new Robot Masters if I'm going to take over the world. Let's see. Bright Man, Dust Man can shoot shit. Toad Man, he's just looking out. He's looking around his house for ideas. What should I make?
Alright, a lot of this trivia is going to be also ripped off verbatim from the Mega Man wiki, so I apologise in advance. The inspiration for his design was the fact that toads are a sign of good rain in some cultures, hence why it's chucking it down right now. Mind the wind, also. You'll best be holding right as hard as you can when you jump. Once you get underground, it's literally a sewer level, complete with rats and whatever the drips are.
Now, I think we'd be remiss to not mention the big thing, the big new feature that Mega Man has in this game.
Yeah.
He can charge his weapon now, and he actually has the first iteration of the Mega Buster. Beforehand it wasn't called the Mega Buster, but now it is the Mega Buster, and this is when you get the classic charge shot. I'll be honest with you, the charge shot sounds like a good idea. Giving Mega Man some more power besides using the Robot Master weapons. But the trade-off is that everything feels like it takes longer to kill unless you use the charge shot, so your normal gun is practically fucking worthless. I never really liked that, I think.
Maybe it's just because I'm playing a dodgy controller or something, but I always found it kind of awkward to, especially when you're on segments with stuff that moves you along, like water, as we'll be seeing in the rematch with this particular mini-boss. But I just like to pepper them with a lot of fast shots.
And, but other than that, in later games, I believe in, the next game, it actually becomes, way more powerful and important, but here it's, a decent weapon, and it's strange how in, I think it was Mega Man 9, they actually removed the ability to do a charge shot, which I kind of liked, because, again, it made the normal gun actually feel worth a damn, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think I've ever used the slide, in Mega Man 3, as much as I will be doing in this playthrough. It becomes goddamn invaluable in some boss fights, and I don't know how I survived, Mega Man's 1 and 2 without it.
Well, I think it's important to have, levels and bosses revolve around the abilities that you have. I know Ego Raptor would be all over that shit.
Well, he does like his, well, no, he's not a fan of classic Mega Mans, is he? He likes the X series.
And the X series is okay. X4 is my favorite, but I've got a soft spot for Classic, even though I've never really played the series, to be honest.
Okay, Toadman. He is an agricultural robot designed by Dr. Cossack for irrigation of crops during periods of drought and later modified to do evil stuff. He enjoys practicing long jumping and triple jumping in his spare time, but he is known to be somewhat tone deaf and quickly gets uncomfortable when in the company of Snake Man. He is easy as piss, and you would have to be Ryan from Brain Scratch to lose to this guy.
Oh, wow, like, again, I'm trying to imagine the meaning. Toadman, yes, how can I help you? How would you like to commit evil?
Does it have good dental?
Well, we will improvise.
He doesn't have teeth, and he can't even walk towards you. All he can do is hop. And if you just shoot him, he has to do a little rain dance to get off. I think his move is called the rain flush. And if you shoot him, he can't do it. So he's just reduced to hopping back and forth.
That is really, honestly, kind of sad, yeah. Although, why didn't you, I guess it was just to exploit the AI mechanic, because otherwise, I don't see the reason not to use the charge shot unless you were doing it that way just to deliberately exploit how he was programmed.
No, I just find it more comfortable on these old battered fingers of mine not to hold down the button and instead tap it rapidly.
You don't have gout, do you?
Shut up, man, shut up. Okay, we're going to move on and we're going to take on Bright Man.
Okay, if he was getting ideas around, things based on his house, I'm still wondering where he got Skullman from. Did he look himself in the middle? I have a head, but if I got rid of the flesh, that would be pretty crazy. Indeed.
A bright, shiny stage. There's enemies that can turn out the lights when you shoot them, which the stage will use to its advantage later on, and little fireworks spouting enemies that can turn them back on. Pretty simple overall.
Yeah, well, I guess for 4th of July, the stage, you can do a lot worse, really. Although, it's weird that he's celebrating it and he's Russian. That makes no sense.
Yeah, well, maybe there's more to Cossack than meets the eye.
Again, he's got, a lot of American stuff, I noticed. He's got, 4th of July fireworks, he had totem poles back there, Native American kind of thing. It's just, maybe Cossack knows something he's not telling us.
Well, I like how you file fireworks under the 4th of July. Just because Americans use them doesn't mean they're American exclusive, alright? We have, fireworks night. You ever heard of bonfire night?
Well, it's not, we're not allowed to burn things in bonfires where in the state I'm in, so...
Yes, the Silence Treaty. You may not mention anything outside of America. Hail America, the land of the glorious.
Well, to be fair, we sort of use fireworks probably more than anyone else. We'll use them to fucking celebrate anything. I got an A!
Bang.
Alright, get on the grasshopper robot stat. I want this in our levels.
I will praise, Mega Man 4's level design, at least, thematically and aesthetically. A lot of the time they keep it consistent. I have no idea what, grasshoppers have to do with friggin' lights and electricity.
And the totem poles, too. It's just, after a while, I guess you kind of have to just make up any old shit to fill out a level, you know?
Well, I guess Bright Man is trying to distract us from his gaudy as fuck design.
Well, he's not really that bright when it comes to level design, is he?
No. Oh, this is a really nasty section. Do not destroy these things. This is like Gutsman stage times 1,000.
Oh, this does look bad. Yeah, this looks super mean.
The green ones go back and forth, the red ones drop once they finish their rotation. Once again, do not shoot those things or you will be platforming in the dark, and that's no good.
Yeah.
This one at the end you can shoot, otherwise he'll knock you back.
Yeah, just to teach him a lesson about not keeping up with the rest of the group.
According to the Mega Man Wiki, I'm going to cover personality now, and I'll probably be saying according to the Mega Man Wiki a lot. Bright Man is a robot master created by Cossack for the purpose of exploring dark areas. He's intelligent, being a fast thinker, and an accomplished inventor in his spare time, but he is a chatterbox, much like me right now, and has a tendency to bore his colleagues by talking too much on the same subjects for long periods of time. Also like me, he has a particular dislike, and I love this fact, for red light districts, and is weak to the rain flush due to its ability to shut out his bulb.
Yeah, rain tends to work pretty well against electricity, well, except in Pokemon, because if this was Pokemon Mega Man, you'd be getting your ass kicked right now.
He only uses, the flash stopper at, certain health point intervals, so I believe if you pep him a few times with, non-charge shots, and then continue to use the rain flush, he'll never, freeze time and then come crashing down on you, so that's the main danger of Bright Man done and dusted.
Yeah, I was fixing to say Flash Stopper is basically Flashman's time stopper, so he not only stole the weapon, he stole the guy's name. Well, I'm better than Flashman. Watch, my Flash Stopper will be better than that dick.
I will weed out all the red light districts. Okay, let's move on to Pharaoh Man.
I always really liked the design and idea of Pharaoh Man, even though, let's be honest, he doesn't really fit that well.
You like him because he was prominent in the Ruby Spears cartoon, right?
No, I did not like the Ruby Spears cartoon.
Well, you know, I got mixed messages during our Curse of the Lineman commentary, but whatever. The top half of this place is basically Sandopolis Zone Act 1, or at night, rather, and the second half is Sandopolis Act 2 when you go inside a pyramid.
Although it's kind of rare to see rain in the desert, so I guess we're really doing the place a favor.
Yeah, we are the robotic savior that this place needs.
It is strange, though, to see a Mega Man playthrough where there's liberal use of special weapons throughout the stage, because at least for my case, I always have this huge reluctance to use special weapons on anybody but the bosses, so I always struggle more than I need to.
Well, you know me, mate. In like our Mega Man 1 and 2 playthroughs, I very rarely use them outside of the Robot Masters, but I thought I'd cut myself a bit of slack here, and Rain Flush is extremely good as a screen nuke, so, you know, it can even take out things with shields, like the metals and the like, so use it as liberally as you like.
I love these guys, the decap attack guys back here.
Yeah, that's exactly what they are.
I mean, it sort of fits the Egyptian theme, you know, like, because in that game is actually an edit of, like, this obscure Japanese property, and they just change into a fucking mummy that shoots his head, and it's like, okay.
You know, that had a strip in the UK, Sonic the Comic by Fleetway, right?
Why in the world would you give Decap Attack a comic? I don't really think of that as a very story-driven video game, you know what I'm saying?
That is great because they turned it into a comedy series.
Well, okay, that makes sense. Like, you look at the game Decap Attack and you're not expecting, like, a drama here.
Yeah. Oh, this music is so good. This and, like, Scoreman Stage probably have, like, the best Robot Master level themes in Mega Man 4.
Like, you know, speaking of video game comics, like, this will be old news by the time this goes up on YouTube, but recently I read Mega Man issue 45, I think it was?
49.
49 as of this recording, and man, I never realized the Mega Man series got that, like, dramatic and intense, and it's leading up to Mega Man 4, so I figure it's appropriate to mention it now.
Yeah, funnily enough, like, Cossack and, like, Pharaoh Man and, like, a couple of other... I forget if, like, all the Robot Masters from 4 are in the comic, but, yeah, Cossack appears well before the adaptation of 4, got adapted. Only, 1 to 3 have been done so far.
And also, as of this point, they're doing the second Sonic crossover, and that's gonna fuck everything up.
Yeah, worlds unite.
Alright, give us the divvy on Pharaoh Man.
Oh, man, this guy, just look at this. Do I even need to explain this strategy? Just fucking look at this.
He's just sitting there going, I'm frozen in place, and this pink-ass robot is shooting me in the head over and over. Where did Pharaoh Man go wrong?
Oh, since it's a time-based weapon, I guess it's just degrading his mummy parts. Pharaoh Man was basically created to, you know, excavate pyramids and the like. You know, he's got super reflexes and all that good shit, but apparently he's not good against things that can stop time, so whatever.
I love, like, when you get to the, the robot reef fights. Like, I just imagine they all come back, and then everybody starts giving Pharaoh Man shit. So he froze you in midair, and he shot you a bunch of times until you die. Oh yeah, well fuck you, Toad Man. You know what happened to you?
I love that part in Johnny's review. Ah! Okay, the Pharaoh shot can be charged, and I believe, like, thrown in, like, all 8 directions, much like the Metal Blades from Mega Man 2. Pretty decent. Since my controller doesn't really like diagonal movement, I'll mostly be using straight shots, and they'll come in very handy against Ringman here, so let's rock.
I guess he got the idea for Ringman from, like, his dead wife's wedding band or something like that. I assume Cossack was married at one point. You can have children out of wedlock, right? Is that the Christian thing to do?
Anyway, blue skies, rainbow colours, I'm feeling emotions, and I need brown and adult themes. This is a tad too much.
Yeah, this is too much color, and clearly we don't want that anymore. That's what they told us.
Plenty of gimmicks in the stage, disappearing bridges, so you better get used to sliding, weird mini-bosses, and plenty of bottomless pits, and it is the hardest Robot Master stage so far, at least in the order we're playing the game.
Also some doofy enemies, judging by them Saturn motherfuckers back there.
Well, it's appropriate, because Saturn has, like, rings and whatnot.
Well, I suppose, like, now we're really kind of reaching in some of these stages to try and justify the theme, like with the Bright Man shit that had nothing to do with bright or light or whatever.
I want a Mega Man 11, and I want to submit HellfireComms, man, just to get it past the censors.
I still want to see, like, I made a bunch of fantastic Robot Master ideas, I don't know if you know, but I would still love to see some kind of Dragon Man or whatever. Fucking, sell me on that shit.
Oh, that reminds me, I looked up, like, Robot Masters, and there is a Centaur Man. You know, I was joking about it. I believe he appears in Mega Man 6.
Yeah, I told you that, dude, and I also told you that in one of the manga adaptations, it was actually a girl, and Nightman fell in love with her, which I thought was interesting.
Ooh boy, okay, let's look at Ringman's personality. Created by the good doctor, or the bad doctor, specifically to terminate Mega Man. No special function otherwise. In quotation marks, being built especially for fighting, Ringman is a clever strategist who is confident in his abilities. However, he does not believe in showing mercy to defeated opponents, and tends to be egotistical. He likes playing Quaitus, or Quaits, whatever that is, because it suits his ability to throw rings very well, but he dislikes children.
So, they have all these other robots they made, and they all have industrial functions. But Ringman, the guy that would most likely show up at a fucking rodeo, he's the one designed to kill Mega Man. It's not like Flamethrower Man or Heavy Machine Gun Man. No, it's fucking Ringman. This is gonna be our assassin, guys.
Well, no one ever said Cossack was, business savvy. He just makes robots.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, you need a little bit of critical thought. You can't just go, fucking Ringman, Brightman, Dustman, fucking make them, ship them, I don't care.
Oh, I believe a character that you mentioned in a previous playthrough is coming up now.
Who's that? Oh, hey, it's Eddie.
Uh-huh.
His first appearance, and the thing is, also mentioned in Johnny's review, might as well bring that up again.
Yeah.
If you go off the screen when the item spawns and then you go back up, you can actually change which item Eddie spawns, so that's a good way to get E-tanks, lives, things like that.
Really nasty bottomless pit section coming up right now.
Has everything to do with rings. As you know, rings are common with bottomless pits.
Oh, come on, at least there's like Saturn enemies flying about.
Well, that's true, because if your deadly assassin is named Ringman, you're really going to have to be... No, he should be called Reachman, because we are really reaching to justify this guy. Just make it like a whole ladder theme stage, it's Ladder Man.
Ladder and Snake Man, the team up that everyone has been waiting for.
The deadly assassin created to defeat Mega Man, Ladder Man, is known for his ability to reach to high places and get things off the top shelf for old ladies.
I fucking hate this boss, and I hope you've got Flash Stopper, otherwise you will hate him as well.
It is kind of annoying to fight a Slinky. I mean, you could be doing so much more with your time.
Okay, we're getting to the boss man himself.
Alright, let's see if you cheese this guy too, because I'm kind of interested.
Alright, boss strategy. He's a bit like an intense version of Metal Man, you know, only without the conveyor belts. Charge up a Pharaoh shot, aim it well, and after dodging a barrage of rings, you should be good to go. Honestly, if you have to use an E-tank here, I won't blame you. Even with save states, this guy took me a while.
Check out my extra large Spirit Ball.
Goku Man, getting all the powers.
Well, it's kind of tiny for a Spirit Bomb, yeah. Yay!
But you have to wait until like the energy blasts are off screen, so I thought I might as well amuse myself in the meantime. Bloop.
You got ring shot.
Okay, Dragon. Always gotta be the immature one, I guess. I like how we're in the Matrix right now. Even you got item screens got upgraded.
It works for me, you know?
Alright, using the powers of Mathman, and yes, I still have his powers, we have 4 more Robot Masters to go, so we'll take them all out next time.